our mind, our thinking, what's going on up here is leading you. That's why I made this little exercise. You walk where you look at. When I took when I made my driver's license, my teacher always said, you're gonna drive there where you're gonna look at. And that's why we have to train our minds. That's why we have to learn to focus our minds. So we came up with that mind training, and what we chose as a source of inspiration, we chose different kind of texts. You can choose all kinds of stuff. You can choose pictures, you can choose music, you can choose whatever kind of vibes. But we chose texts which inspired Matthias, Ben and me and many others. Texts which inspired us and which started to train our mind, to focus our mind. Why do we do what we do? And how do we do what we do? So it's a very easy principle, easy to multiply, and I'll show you how you do it. First step is, not today but tomorrow, ask each other about your action step. At the end, you're always gonna define an action step. What do I gonna do with that what I learned today? A very small action step, okay? First, in the business world, we call it controlling, okay? So check each other. Did you do what you promised to do yesterday, or did you do your action step which you promised last week or whenever you met, okay? So then the second step is read. You have to read the text which is on that paper, and that's all on the map too. It's all on the web page, okay? But we print it out for you. So read the text. Then third step is 2 questions. You have to write down 2 questions about this text. So, and it's important that you can answer those questions with the text. So you understand what I mean? Just 2 questions about what does that mean, or just something, okay? And you have to write those questions down. And then the 4th step is you talk or you ask each other these questions. So you're gonna split up in groups of 2. You're gonna ask each other these questions, these 2 questions. Then you're just listening, don't talk too much, just listen what the other person says, talk about it a little bit. And then don't forget number 5, and that's the final, the action step. Action step. That means, what are we doing with the things we learned right now? What are we doing with them? How does that become hands and feet in our business or in our NGO work or wherever we are, okay? So you're gonna define an action step and you help each other. Maybe the action step is a bit too small or not really realistic, so help each other to define a good action.